Hey friends, Tux here. I get a lot of questions about what type of SD card to use, what brand, what size, that kind of thing. So I just want to make a quick video covering a few tips and tricks for SD cards. Now, one thing I've told people in the past is no matter what size of an SD card you pick, you want to try and make sure you have something which is big enough for the music you want to put on it, but not too big, okay? Different models of players will talk about, being anywhere from 256 to 512 to 1 to 2 terabytes in maximum capacity. Now, sometimes that is a lie. Sometimes things will say they can take up to a 512, card, but maybe they can really go to 2 terabyte, so you really almost have to experiment. But in having too big of a card in your SD player can actually create this unused space problem where you have the space, you think you're doing yourself a huge favor by having, a huge card in your HD player, but then every time you have to do an update, every time it wants to scan the database, which in this case is a lot in the Sony NWA 306, it's gonna have to scan that bigger amount of space, and maybe you don't really need that much space, so it can actually slow down boot ups, it can, just slow down other processes on the DAT. So sometimes it's better to actually just go ahead and use a card which is, again, big enough but not too big. For me, I think the sweet spot really is 512, and I do have a huge music collection which is even bigger than that, but I don't necessarily have to have more than 512 usually on an HD audio player. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some cases where some DJs, that kind of thing, want to go ahead and have 2 terabytes or a terabyte or whatever. In a lot of cases, that will work. It'll be fine. I would still pick a quality card. One of my favorite cards, if you go back in my queue, you'll see I've used Samsung memory cards for quite a while now. And this is one I found is kind of a sweet spot for price versus performance. Basically, these are the Pro Plus line. Read speeds are up to 180 MB, and write speed is 130 MB. So it's great for, shooting photos. It's great for shooting video, it's great for drones, and it's great for music players. It really is. So they say it's like, industry leading speed, and again, it kind of depends on what's on it. So you can go to the link down below, okay, in the description. I have a link for this product. It'll give you all the super hardcore tech specs, so you can check it out. But just let it be said, this is fast, okay? It really is. And when it comes to playing music, music is one of the easier applications compared to like shooting 4K video or higher, video. So it's important to have a card which is fast. Of course, there probably is some cheaper cards in the market, but do you really want that cheaper card? Besides, being perhaps slower, I had cheaper cards kind of crap out on me, and if you lose the whole music collection, it can be kind of a drag, so it's really important to buy a card that you trust that is going to last a long time. I do need a card on here and my Astron and Kern Alpha, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm sure you guys know how to use smart cards, but sometimes I get heat for not actually showing the product, so I'm going to go ahead and open this here and kind of do a live demo, if you will, okay, of how to put a memory card in a DAT. So if you've been through this before, if you understand this process, you may not need this part of the video, but I'm going to go ahead and just cut into this. Note that I'm cutting through sometimes instructions and things. Sometimes you just want to cut the edges to make sure you're not cutting anything too important. So I do feel it is handy when they give you the adapter with the card. You don't necessarily need that, but it is handy, so I recommend it. Now, to actually change the card, we're going to pull out the memory card. So, of course, this is the adapter. Okay, this is the memory card itself, and this is the 512 Pro. And what I'm doing, hopefully the camera's zooming in on that. There we go. Basically, some DAPs have like a little phony card, like a fake one in there, okay? And I'm just going to stick that right in. Hopefully it's going the right direction. It should only really go one way. Oops. I had it going the wrong way. You kind of feel it when you're sticking it in if it's going the wrong way. And you want to kind of stick it in and just make sure it clicks. Sometimes I'll use another pen or something, but you can see it's stuck in there now, which is really good. And now you just boot it up. And then from there, normally we'll just take the card from the get-go. Sometimes you will have to reformat. And, I think I'll hold off on showing that because it is different from player to player to player. A lot of players, when you first boot it up, it will say, oh, there's a memory card. Let's go ahead and format that. In fact, let's try here just for fun. I'll show on Astron and Kern. We'll turn this off and we'll turn it back on again. And it will want to scan the memory card. Now, if there's nothing on the memory card, just scan pretty quickly. But if there is songs in the memory card, again, that does slow down. So if your music collection is going to be smaller than the size of your DAT, it's almost better just to leave the music collection on the the DAT's actual internal hardware, unless you're going to be flipping SIM cards from one player to another player to another player, that kind of thing. All right, so we're going to hit power here, and it's booting up, as you can see. And again, your DAT may differ. Sometimes you have to reformat the card from the get-go on the player itself. Some players might actually have the operating system for the player on the internal card, and that's a whole nother conversation, a whole longer video, but it might be something worth checking into if you're taking out a card that's currently in there, okay? All right, so this one here, it looks like it didn't really need to do anything special for it, and now we're going right in and it's playing music, and you can see it wasn't like a super long boot up either. It was fine, you know, and that's pretty much it. And then from there you can plug this into a computer, and then you can actually determine, in a lot of cases it will allow you to pick either if you want the music to go, you know, to the internal storage, or if you want to put the music onto like the actual memory card. Okay, all right guys, if you have any particular question about your DAT player, whatever it might be, let me know in the comments below. Okay, to recap, the Samsung 512 is a nice sweet spot for having a memory card in your high definition audio players. You can go bigger, sure. I find it's a good spot to start, and then if you find you need to like graduate to the next level, like 1 terabyte or something, you can, you know. In fact, a lot of people honestly probably have less than 512. They could probably use a smaller card. You know, it just depends. You want to have a card that has enough extra room for other stuff, memory updates, you know, whatever, system information, you know, but you want to have enough room for your music as well, you know, so that way you're not having to change cards all the time. But again, 512, I would try with 512. If you're asking me, hey TUXX, where do I start? Buy this card, link down below, 512, and you'll be good and set up for a good long time. And again, there is bigger cards if you need it, okay? All right, friends, I want to thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. I may do a deeper dive into memory cards and formatting them later down the road, but for now, I just wanted to show you this because it was a question recently, and it's a question I get quite a bit. What brand and size of memory card do you use? And typically, I like Samsung, and 512 to me is a sweet spot, okay? All right, friends, talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Click the link.